Hi everyone, this is Grace Ng. I am the Senior Director overseeing Faculty Development Programs at the Center for Medical Simulation. I just want to take a few minutes to talk to you guys about what's new and exciting at CMS. I know so many of you have taken our courses over the years and know that we spend day and night thinking about the with good judgment approach. Like debriefing with good judgment is probably a most popular idea that we put out into the world. And I think part of that's why I love talking with all of you guys and keep sharing my ideas. So I think what's exciting for us in 2025 is we are about to launch the new faculty development course. That's called the Healthcare Simulation Essentials Design and Debriefing, or some of you know it as HSE. Whatever iteration, you've all come away with learning how to debrief with good judgment. And I think what we're doing that's so exciting to me in 2025 is we are really honing in and fine-tuning our idea around good judgment. We've already published a paper called Teaching, Coaching, and Debriefing with Good Judgment. If you have not read it, I would highly recommend that you guys take a look at it. We're going to put a link in the bottom of our post here on the LinkedIn group. And what we're really passionate about is fine-tuning the notion of, well, if debriefing with good judgment is a powerful thing, and we think about there are times maybe when debriefing isn't actually the right move. Now, this might be really shocking to people because so many of you are passionate about debriefing with good judgment. And now we're just adding some more layers to make our approach richer. We are now thinking about what if there are situations where teaching with good judgment is a better approach, or coaching with good judgment is a better approach. For example, sometimes when you are teaching our learners a new skill, for example, central line insertion or placing a Foley catheter, some of those new skill maybe does not require us to do a full debriefing with good judgment, because sometimes in those teaching situations there's a right way to do something while there are many wrong ways to do something. We just want the learners to learn, and our role is to teach. But I think that our approach to it is, how do we teach with good judgment? How do we incorporate the core values of good judgment into our teaching and coaching? So for example, how does transparency come in when we teach? So for example, how does transparency come in is we might think about, well, telling our learners what the realistic goals are for the teaching session and what are they supposed to walk away with after they've learned in a skill training session. So we might not actually go in and explore the full frames of why did they hold the Foley catheter this way instead of that way. That's not necessary, but we're focusing on the teaching with good judgment approach. How do we hold them to high standards and to high regards at the same time? Same thing with coaching. How do we give the learners a little bit of chance to experiment in a simulation context, maybe try out that new skill that they've learned in our teaching session, have them think about, oh, if I hold the laryngoscope this way, this actually feels much more natural and I'm much more likely to be in the airway instead of the esophagus, and giving them the chance to try it once, try it twice, give them some coaching, fine-tune their psychomotor skills perhaps, and then giving them a chances to redo those skills. And doing that, and again, holding them to high standards and to high regards at the same time, and being very transparent with our coaching and feedback. So that's what we're super excited about. Now in 2025, we've revised our course curriculum to reflect that. So later on this week, we are going to be in the office to sim the new sim. We have a new module that we're incorporating in our 2025 faculty development course, focusing on using some simulation experiences for our participants to figure out what are some of the best practices and ways to incorporate teaching with good judgment, coaching with good judgment, and also debriefing with good judgment. Would love for you to drop a comment. Would love to hear your thoughts on updating this curriculum. And if you don't have anything specific to say, just drop a line to say hi. Would love to reconnect with you and learn what you're up to.